They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets. The like of this.
As many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump hogget, the finest in me herd. Throwing that hog in the grinder can hardly make up for the loss of me sweet, succulent hogget, but I admit it softens the sting a bit. I'll buy myself a new lamb and have a fine veal supper in honour of me lost hoggy woggy.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
The finest veggies I seal's ever
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fire.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Tall snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Fresh haddock, perfect for a fire. Red and orange.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps restless.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Aaron has as
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his circumstances. You would have done better to help him more substantially than by covering up a single petty theft.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
not in the mood for cheese. The excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Made the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fryer. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Portions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Fresh haddock, perfect for a fryer.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Portions to bemuscle you, scroll.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
What is it this time? Oh, here we go again. Not planning on playing to an empty...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
My word.
The stage is yours.
Well, what's the hold up? Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
Good show.
Bravo! Yeehaw!
Bravo.
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Good show.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
The restless crowd is starting to hurl insults. Master Chaucer must feel very self-satisfied right about now.
Good show.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over. Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
Bravo.
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
That was disappointing.
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Cecil, what you're made of.
What is it this time? Really? 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 You're going to make me say it? Fine. You were absolutely absolutely, utterly, inarguably the worst performer I have ever had the displeasure of observing. Glad you asked.
Have some pity.
Oh, here we go. Again. Try not to embarrass yourself too terribly, please. Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. A few more moments, and the crowd will be all settled.
Bravo! Yeehaw! Fantastic!
Great Sigurd and his rainbow.
When did you say this was supposed to start again?
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
The stage is yours.
Fantastic! Bravo! Yeehaw!
When did you say this was supposed to start again?
Bravo! Yeehaw!
Simply marvellous!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Simply marvellous.
Fantastic!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Marvellous! Fantastic!
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Fantastic!
Fantastic!
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Bravo!
They like you. They really, really like you. Well done, Source Hunter.
That was really something else. I'll never forget it. Fantastic!
Just waiting for his big debut.
Crave creamy blues and gory reds that he
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
My word!
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Bravo! Yeehaw!
test across his realm.
Come one, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan! Sicil's only sentient servant,
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katerina's #1 export to this gloomy town.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Ellen,
Fantastic!
known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues
My
and gory
word!
reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Come on!
Out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sightseal's ramparts.
I need to dry up.
Those bony brutes have never been inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
There is no escaping the spider's kiss.
found it.
Revitalised and restored! Soaked to the skin!
Having a bully day? I'm having a bully day. Pushing, pulling, lifting. Look at them muscles, huh? Just like my days at the fair. I used to sail the 7 seas with the best of them. Better than the best of them. But found my true calling at the county fair. The strongest man in Sicil I was, and they built me as such. Now those were swell times. How people marveled at my feats of strength. Boy, was I the cat's pajamas back then. Anyone could go up against me in a grand old bare-knuckle jamboree, but did they ever best me? Baloney. Now, I'm not a violent guy. Don't get me wrong. Make no mistake. But you know there's no harm in a little roughhousing now and again, putting on a show for the roaring crowd. Plenty challenged me in those days, but none managed to best Snorri. No, sir. Scrawny against brawny. Could have been a night title fight at the fair. Here are the rules, hot chap. I'm gonna summon an item. Something only Snorri himself could smash. And if you can manage to break it in 35 seconds, you'll have won the challenge. Go noodle arms. So, what are you made of? You bested me indeed. Think I'll give this place the old 23 skidoo and find a worthy opponent in the Hall of Echoes. Sayonara!
What a deluge!
Soaked to the skin.
Thank the seven. Lucia, it's the Source Hunter. We're not going to die on this haunted cliff after all.
Who's dying? We're just resting up. The calm before the storm. Those ghosties at the lighthouse won't know what hit them. There's certainly something fishy happening. The light shines sure as the tides, though there's not been an attendant there for nearly 2 decades. Our platoon made a pact with Selenia. We'd check out the lighthouse, and if we made it back, we'd get a ticket home.
What Selenia failed to mention was that it wasn't just the ghosts at the lighthouse we had to worry about, it was every savage skeleton on the way there and back too. When we started, we were 7. Now, Lucia and I are the last alive.
Survival of the fittest, I say. We're just here marshalling our strength before hauling into that lighthouse with our swords blazing.
Ha! Marshalling our strength indeed. To be honest, we've been shaking like chihuahuas, praying for a way out of this mess, and it seems the 7 have sent you.
Ah, Malleus, your dignity's in a puddle at your feet. As for me, an honourable soldier and servant to Rivellon, I'm not afraid to ask nicely. So, what do you say, Source Hunter? Will you check out the lighthouse in the name of your comrades in arms? If Selenia sees the place cleared, we'll be on the next ship out to Sicil and back to our families.
You'll go to the lighthouse and straighten matters out, yes? Well, let us know what you find.
The further we go, the more bodies we find heaped around.
We must be closing in on where they were headed.
grave! From your grave!
I'm dying.
Poison consumes me! by my right arm. A dance to the death, and my steps the deep.
From your grave!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake. is at hand.
Rise from your grave!
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me. Eternal silence awaits you.
Heard any good tales, my friend?
Ascension time! Here, my friends!
Your return marks a victory, Hunter.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Vanquish our foes yet.
Looks like the mortician has reason to suspect Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn and Esmeralda of something.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Hey, stop that! Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Made a big cheese on your foot with a whale of the rooster. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
the waves, the cold, wild sea. And I, the maniac in the darkened lighthouse. Oh, folly, the ship, the waves, the cold, wild sea. These walls, my home, my hell. I may have
What's this? I found something.
These walls, my home, my hell. I may have died, but my guilt lives on and on.
What do you think you're doing? What's the matter? Scared of a few ghosts? We're giving them a chance to say their prayers before we send them back. There's certainly something fishy happening. The light shines sure as the tides.
What Selenia failed to mention was that it wasn't just the ghosts at the lighthouse we had to worry.
Survival of the fittest, I say. We're just here marshalling our strength before hauling into that lighthouse with our swords blazing.
Ha! Marshalling our strength indeed.
Ah, Malleus, your dignity's in a puddle at your feet. As for me, an honourable soldier and servant to Rivellon, I'm not afraid to ask nicely. So, what do you say, Source Hunter? Will you check out the lighthouse in the name of your comrades in arms? If Selenia sees the place cleared, we'll be on the next ship out to Sicil and back to our families.
You'll go to the lighthouse and straighten matters out, yes?
What's the matter? Scared of a few...
You'll go to the lighthouse and straighten matters out, yes?
The ship, the waves, the cold, wild sea. And dearest Desdemona, I see your eyes before me. What's this? Living eyes that can see the shape of death? Avert your gaze, wanderer, for you are looking upon the phantom of a murderer. Samson was my name, a long time ago. I know not why upon my death I became a ghost, doomed to haunt this tower. But if so, their punishment was just. Each night I wake the flame in the lighthouse to repent for my wretched sin. That indeed is the tainted title I must bear, and deservedly so. For 15 years ago to the day it was that I sat atop my lighthouse, the flame unlit, and watched on as a pitiable ship crashed upon the cliff and got devoured by greedy waves. Deliberately had I foregone to do my duty. Willfully did I condemn every soul aboard to a salty sleep on the bed of an indifferent sea. Why did I commit this act of blackest horror? Jealousy, anger, the bitter anguish of a broken heart. Those are the ancient ills that drove me to madness. Desdemona was on board, as I knew she would be, my wife. The delicate beauty of whom I was sure was betraying me with her friend, the dashing Falada. Possessed as I was by the demons of envy, ire, and torment, I decided that if I had her love no longer, only death could take her for his mistress. And so I sat here, coldly and calmly, as I delivered them both unto the deep. Yet no sooner had the water closed its spuming jaws around the perishing vessel below, that the extent of my offense dawned on my beleaguered mind. Overcome with guilt, I sought escape through the hangman's noose, but rest was not to come. Skeletons roamed the lands, restless as my troubled soul, but shall not find their lair here. Some scuttle by now and again, but most of the time I reside here in solitude. Solitude and silence. The darkness of day, the fires of night.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Quite a story that ghost had to tell. Not every day one hears about a lighthouse keeper sinking ships just because his wife proved to be unfaithful.
A contemptible man if I ever met one. May hell be his eventual fate.
He did commit murder with malice aforethought. Bloody execution should have been his end. But sadly, he beat the law to the punch.
How did it go? Don't spare any details. We need to make a full report to the lieutenant.
Now that That's an interesting story. Clean the grit from your ears and I'll tell you all about it.
Indeed. Now there's a story worthy of an audience.
So, let me get this straight. There's a ghost inside operating the lighthouse, and you managed to do away with the bad beasties at the base of the thing. Whew, sounds like a job well done.
And I'm sure Selenia will be thrilled to hear we did it. Another triumph for Legion Daring Do. And if this doesn't buy us a ticket home, nothing will.
I need a moment to reflect. I've grown increasingly selfless, but I wonder if I've gone too far.
Your generosity honours our esteemed order.
So what did he say to her if I could do it in peace?
Just making conversation, mate.
Mate, he says. We're on this peg for an honest day.
As soon as we're packed up.
By the gods! She killed them!
They're dead. And they might have lived if we hadn't intervened.
Those fools are dead! I knew that she-beast would bring disaster. It was that orc! She snapped, grabbed them, popped their necks and then ran out of here like a wild beast. I'm only grateful she didn't notice me standing here. Can you imagine?
Come now, it's just a turn of free.
Back on your feet, soldier! Let's see. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Good to see you. My brave troops were just telling me how they proudly vanquished the undead near the lighthouse. Did you get to witness my valiant soldiers in action?
Yep, quite the pair of heroes you have there.
Bravest guards we've met, like lions.
Yes, I bet legionnaires can impress even source hunters. Now, as for my two braves here, you shall prepare to leave Sicil post-haste. You're going home, as is your just reward.
Thank you, Lieutenant. All in the day's work.
Source hunter. A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success. The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east, so I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death. Lieutenant Selenia at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second-in-command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, source hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. We lost another 4 brave souls. But I'm so very happy for the 2 that did make it back. They've truly earned their ticket home. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
Mama's fresh apple pie. I could do with a cold drink.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward honey won't be lining your
Fresh haddock! Perfect for a fry-up!
Lay the big cheese on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
fortune! Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great!
They say he's privy to ancient and... Oh, why do you compound my misery by asking me to gaze again upon your perfection? Is it because you... Oh, who's that over there? Tall as an elf, strong as an orc. But his face, it's almost classical, isn't it? Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend?
Really now, I can't afford to indulge in chit-chat with my legion of followers. Even a star needs...
Sir, surely you've met your match once or twice.
It's you. Just the person to answer a question that's been knocking around my mind since our first meeting. Now then, you...
Bronze, I dare say.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sidefield ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets. The likelihood ties up.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sidefield ever seen.
Not the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear. Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match one short sway.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Your head's growing more swirly than saffron, I dare say.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Concerns myself with such things.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
You there, cut it out. Yes, good friend. I'm quite busy finding for the moment, but if there's something you'd like to buy, I could set all that aside for a few delicious moments.
time, good friend. Goodbye. That is, unless you fancy a glance at some of my wonderful goods. Excuse me, I will thank you not to rifle through my stores, unless you'd like to pay me 1,000 gold for the privilege. Well, it's no bone off my nose, Chasm, in any case. Have a look through my wares if you like to find something already wiped clean of orc ooze. My price...
What's this? I found something.